Okay, I'm very happy today to welcome Louissa.
Hey.
Great. Thank you for joining the live today, and congratulations for the launch of the new single. We'll talk
Thank
about it.
you.
Tell
Thank
me a
you.
little bit, and for the audience to know about your early beginnings and how did you get interested into music and singing?
So I was always into the arts. I was actually a dancer first before I was a musician. But my mother was honestly a prodigal pianist. So I was really surrounded by music. My dad could sing, my grandmother sang just like Sarah Vaughan. I'm trying to think who else you might know and connect with Doris Day. Yeah, so I was very much surrounded by the arts, and my mom would take us to symphonies. So it was my life from the beginning, and
Mhm.
then it merged into music, recording and writing as I started working with my cousins actually around like 12. So it's just been
Yes.
my life for my entire life.
And where did you grow up?
I grew up outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So I'm
Pennsylvania.
in the United States and about 45 minutes outside of Pittsburgh. A
Yes.
lot of movies have been filmed there, so you might have seen my stomping grounds, like Perks of Being a Wallflower, a lot of cool stuff. So it's a really artistic area.
Yes, but I want to know when you were a child and teenage, did you study any singing or playing an instrument, or did you start singing immediately?
I did actually. So, before my mom had gotten sick when I was a child, she ended up passing away. But before she got sick, she was
Uh-huh.
teaching me piano. So
Yeah.
my foundation started with piano, and I would, sit in the dining room with her and go over scales and, um, you know, go over our pieces of music. But as she got sicker, my dad enrolled me with a piano teacher, and then he knew the bug for singing, and I actually got to study with an opera singer from the Pittsburgh Opera at 12. So I was blessed that my dad was supportive in that respect.
Yes. You know, I read that you had some kind of chronic illness and you had a challenge with your voice. Tell us about this and how did you started to get back your voice again and get back to singing?
So in 2015, I fell very, very ill, very dramatically,
Yeah.
very suddenly from,
Mhm.
I found out later on Lyme disease. And when you get Lyme disease, I almost think that's a misnomer because although it may be a trigger, it causes a cascade of autoimmune-like conditions in your body. So I had something called dysphonia, like Shania Twain, you can look it up, and she also got it from Lyme disease, where it was painful to even speak, and I struggled to speak just because I was so tired all the time. I had brain swelling from it. It was a really crazy, crazy time. What really got me better was rest, a lot of sleep, and I still struggle today, like, to be perfectly transparent, but my vocal cords are doing amazingly because I had a really amazing doctor in DC who really listened to me and a neurologist that got me a treatment of IVIG. So if you've ever donated plasma, thank you on behalf of all of us who have needed it, because I think that was an integral part for my immune system to start healing and my voice to get better. And I also worked with a speech therapist. It was a lot.
And I want to know from like a fan of music and singing into becoming a professional singer. You have now your singles, album, performance on stage. You have your Spotify, your YouTube channel, social media. Tell me, how was the road from being like a fan to become a professional? What did you do?
It's so not linear. I want to just encourage anyone that is doing it to just keep going no matter what. It's connecting, it's networking, it's trying and failing is more times than you would ever think you would be comfortable with. You just kind of just start doing it, and this leads you to another connection and to another path. and another channel. Now, recently, I've connected with Hard Drive, which is like my label right now, and they are really they've been integral, I think, to my development and collaborators along the way that have really taught me things. And it's like the more you show up, the more another door will open, which teaches you what you need to do. And I'm still learning. Like I had a business call earlier today for social media, and every time you do something, you take another lesson and you learn how you can get better and you learn what you can improve and you learn your shortcomings, and it's never going to be over. I mean, that it wouldn't be fun if you had arrived, you know?
Yes. And tell me about your, I've seen on your website you released a lot of singles and during the last maybe decade or more. So tell me about your collaborator who writes for you the lyrics and the music, and do you write some stuff as well yourself, or you collaborate on the early process of music?
So it really depends. Truly, I've had co-writers along the way. I had one that I was a friend of mine, and we've written a lot of stuff together. But now, currently, I am writing myself, and I do plan to collaborate with people again. The single I just released down, I wrote myself. I do co-produce with my engineer as well, not on everything, but we co-produced this past single as well. And I really just want to speak from a space that is my voice currently, just for the moment. And that's kind of why I did down, because I felt like I had really felt lost on the journey. And so I've kind of like went inward a bit, but I do plan to collaborate more, especially on some upcoming projects I'm super excited about. But yeah.
I noticed as well, that your song, it's called Down, the new song,
Mhm,
the new single.
mhm.
Tell me a little bit about what message you like to convey to listeners, because it has very interesting lyrics, like "Can't a woman catch a break" and stuff like that.
Yes. I think because when I was writing with my friend, we were having a lot of fun and it was very empowering, and sometimes not, but I had a really interesting time in my life with a lot of personal struggle, a lot of just like feeling like I was making a lot of bad calls on things. So I wanted to really be more vulnerable and be more approachable and just lay it on the table and know that someone else was feeling that way. Like I do too. Like sometimes it feels like no matter how hard you're working, no matter what you're doing, life is just coming at you. And I really wanted to give people that side of me and something they could resonate with, because I was talking to so many friends and so many people, and it wasn't just me. And they're like, I am struggling right now and I don't know why. And I feel like I can't get ahead. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk to those people, especially because life isn't like this, right? And even as we're having wins, we go down and then we go up again and we go down. I kind of wanted to really lean into that and help people feel seen, because I think sometimes in music, it's not as vulnerable anymore because people are just pumping out singles. So I wanted to be the antithesis to that, if that makes sense.
Yes, and I've seen as well you have a family. You talked a lot about the importance of motherhood and for an artist. So tell me about your experience and how you managed to balance, your professional career and your motherhood.
I don't think there is balance. I saw one
Mhm.
interview with I can't remember who it was, but they were on the Jennifer Hudson show, I believe. And it was the most accurate description. It's like, how do you manage it all? And it was like, I don't. And I don't think that you do. You just attack issues as they come. And the thing that I keep, like I have my screen on my phone saved by something my daughter wrote for school about what she thought of me being a musician. So I keep her involved. If I think it's an appropriate show, like she's involved in the process, I tell her about, I let her listen to things. She's come to the studio with me. I more so see it as an opportunity to teach her to show up for herself unapologetically.
Yes, this is great. Can you see the comment on the screen here?
I cannot. Where's it? Comments. Hold on. Oh, hi. Hey guys, how you doing?
Thank you.
Thank you so
We
much.
have another one from Kristen McKee.
Hi. Yes.
Thank you, Kristen.
That's my bestie right there.
And just Karin as well is telling you, hey,
Hey
yeah,
girl, how are you? Hi. I did not even see that. Like
yeah,
so
yeah,
funny.
yeah.
That's
Yeah, yeah. Usually I have all the comments and I push the button to make them appear on the live. But I want to ask you about branding. Like you mentioned, Shania Twain. In the,
mhm.
I mean, you see like Madonna, Shania Twain, any artist, male or female or group, they try to rebrand themselves, reinvent themselves in the music videos, on the cover, on the artwork right now on Instagram. I've noted that your early work, it was, I mean, very sexy images, you on swimwear or bikini-like stuff near the sea, and as well your costume on stage. Right now, I think you try to convey messages with the artwork, the press release. I got it has you, you know, maybe your hands were tied, something like that, the artwork.
Yes.
So
Yes.
tell me about the evolution, about reinventing your character during the different stage of your career. What can you tell us about it?
So, first of all, I don't want to take all the credit for the creative direction on down. I have an A&R Drake with Hard Drive who has really helped me, but we're in a it can be a scary, frustrating time as an artist, but we're also in this really brilliant time where people are appreciating a world. And don't get me wrong, I mean, there's elements of the old Louissa, I guess I'll say the old that I want to bring back, but the most fun, like Dochi does this a lot, is getting to reinvent yourself. And I really wanted to have imagery of what mental health and performing and putting on an act and feeling like you're masking, especially if you're neurodivergent, feels like. And we came up with the like industrial and referencing me in music wires, like being a marionette, being a puppet. And I think it's so much more fun when you can change and grow. And I have some projects coming, one especially an album that's going to be incredibly artistic. And I think that that's the fun in it. You should be evolving. You shouldn't be staying the same or you're not growing. And also, not everything is for even every one of your fan base all the time. Like I have some of my favorite artists, I don't necessarily resonate with everything they release, but I have other people that are also a fan and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I love this song." And I'm like, or this era, and I'm like, I don't really relate with that one. So you are yourself, but you're personified, you're a character. It should be dramatic, it should be changing, it should be shifting, it should be more than one dimension.
Tell me, for how long you became a professional singer right now?
Um, well, it depends where you want to start. I would probably officially say that I really kind of started to jump back into it around 2020, but really more so, and that's where I did like my music video with the one you
Uh-huh.
were referencing earlier by the water. But
Yes.
that and that was fun. I do want to do more like that.
Yes.
But
Mhm.
I would
Mhm.
say probably 2020, but really like 2021, 2023, I really started taking myself seriously and where I really started going, okay, I know that I don't want to just make music and perform live. I want to go all the way. And 2025 ended up being a very interesting year for me, like a lot of struggle, which I think was like melding the artist, but a lot of
Mhm.
really amazing things that if you would have told me a year ago I was going to do them, I would have been like, what? I don't believe you.
Yes. I want as well to ask you. I was asking you how many years
Mhm.
because during your career, do you have some dreams you would like to achieve in the future, maybe?
Absolutely. I'm a massive dreamer. I did get to achieve some of them. I have like getting to open for people like Mario and Timbaland was crazy. They were such influences for me growing up musically. But I have my eyes on some festivals, but really the biggest dream that I have is truly building this community and this group of fans that resonates with what I resonate, and we can go in a space at a concert, whether that's online or in person, but preferably in person because the energy exchange is the best, and just sing all the words, feel all the feelings, cry together, laugh together. Like that's the big vision that I have in my head, and I know it's coming, and I don't know, like, that's it's just there. It's hard to describe. It's there, and I know that it's put in my spirit for a reason.
Yes. Uh, I want to know, does your daughter started to sing as well?
Yeah, she does sing.
Uh,
She's very shy about it.
she sings your song or someone else song? She,
Uh, so when you have a kid and you're an artist, right? I think the blessing is they will like something and she will a little bit, but you're kind of not cool to your kid, which is I think how it should be, you know. You're very human to your child. So some songs she'll be like, I like this one or I don't like that one as much, but she has a really cool music taste, but she's a little shy about singing around me, but she's in like all of the choirs at school and they have like a countywide thing coming up. She has really beautiful voice, really beautiful.
tell me, do you have concert or appearance coming up next?
I do. My next appearance is actually, I believe, a TV show, and that will be the 17th of April. And I also have a show that night, and that's just the show is going to be at a new hotel in Portsmouth that I haven't, well, I've been there before, but it's been some time, Renaissance Hotel. And then I go to the Rally Room in Virginia Beach at the Cavalier the 18th of April. Those are some venues that I frequent about once a month. And I have a TV appearance coming up on April 17th, I believe, for Down and Promoting, and that is with Channel 3 here in Virginia Beach.
Great. Congratulations for the
Thank
appearance
you.
events. And I hope when you have a new song, you can come back and we can talk about it as well.
Thank you. I have one coming up already, and so I'd love to be able to talk to you soon. And something I should mention, I'm also going to be in Nashville. Can't believe
Yes.
this one. Yeah, for Smash Fest with Hard Drive, which is super exciting, and I will be a performer. And this is my first time publicly announcing that. So I am
Yeah.
super stoked to get to say I played in Nashville, and that's in June.
Yes, yes. I know Nashville is a big ambient for singers from
Mhm.
everything, not only country, but pop and jazz and rock and everything. So,
Everything. Yeah.
yeah. So, congratulations for
Thank
that.
you. Thank you
I
so
look
much.
forward to the news about the new single. We can come back together and talk about it here.
I
Okay?
would love that. I think you're really gonna like it. It's a very fun, feel good record, just in time for
Yeah.
summer.
Yes, yes. This is what we need right now a bit.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
I was like, if I need it, someone else needs it.
Sure, Louisa. Thank you very much, and say hi to your daughter from here.
Thank you
And
so much.
I look forward we talk again. And I congratulations in advance for all your projects, appearance, and concerts.
Thank you again. It was great to be back. Thank you for having me again. Great
Like,
questions. Thank you.
have a lovely day. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.